Hi friends, thank you all so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you're new to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and today I'm going to be making a journal cover out of this vinyl tablecloth. So I did create this journal here with the same tablecloth cover, but I just did a flip through of this, so if you missed it, I will have that linked down below. But my lovely friend June had just asked for a video on how I created the cover at least. So I'm going to be doing that today. I still have enough tablecloth left to create just one more journal out of it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is kind of just decide the size journal that I want. So with this journal here, I just literally wrapped the tablecloth around just some regular cardstock. I think it was just like 65-pound cardstock because I wanted more of a flexible and bendable cover. If you want something hardcover, obviously you can use chipboard or cardboard or just layer up a bunch of pieces of cardstock. But I kind of want to do the same kind of soft, flexible cover today. So I'm just going to be using this sheet of paper as my cover. It's literally another piece of cardstock. And this is actually from the vintage floral paper pad here by the Paper Studio. And I did get this at Hobby Lobby. I was out of town one weekend and the town I was in had Hobby Lobby. So I had to go and browse and I found this paper pad and I really love it. So I'm going to just be using this sheet today for my inside cover. But let's see. This is a 12 by 12 piece of paper, but I think I want to cut it down just a little bit. So let's see. I think I'll cut it down to 9.5 inches wide for the entire width of my journal. And then for the length of my journal, maybe I'll just have it be 8 inches tall. So I'm just gonna cut this. So now I just have this regular cardstock sheet that's 9.5 inches across by 8 inches tall. And now I'm just going to create some score lines for my spine. So I want my spine to be sort of curved and also bendable, similar to this one here that I did. So I just make a few score marks right in the middle. So the middle of 9.5 is 4 3/4. So I'm just gonna score right down the middle at 4 3/4. And then I'm going to make 2 more score lines on the right and 2 more score lines on the left. So this is 4 3/4. So I'm just gonna go backwards to 4.5 and then 4 1/4. And then for my 2 score lines here on the left, I'm going to go to 5 and 5 1/4. So now I have those 5 score marks there, and that's going to be my spine. So actually, I do want to fold it this way. So I'm going to just fold all those little score marks I just made to create that curvature. Like this. And so this is going to be the outside of my journal, because for this tablecloth in particular, whatever color paper you put behind it, obviously it's going to show through the tablecloth. So I just wanted to go with something white because that's pretty much the color of my tablecloth. There are just some see-through parts. So I'm going to just simply wrap my tablecloth around the whole entire paper here. And then the printed part here will be the inside cover of my journal. So I'm just going to lay this flat and kind of eyeball the size of fabric that I will need to cut out. So I think that I'm just going to cut out these squares here, and that should be a perfect fit for my journal. So let me just do that. I know I'm kind of off camera, but honestly, I don't have a lot of desk space. So I'm just going to cut right along here and then right along here, all the way up. Okay, so I pretty much just have 4 squares here. So this is vinyl, obviously, and just my regular glue here is not going to hold it down. So I use a combination of that glue and then some double-sided tape to attach my tablecloth onto my paper. So I'm just going to start by putting some double-sided tape over on this side and the spine. And this is just the size tape that I have. I know there are wider tapes, but I'm just using what I have. And a lot of you have suggested different glues that I could use to work with different mediums and all sorts of things like that. But I just haven't gotten around to actually looking into other adhesives, and I'm running out of tape. Hold on one second. Anyway, yeah, so I haven't really experimented with other glues. I don't know, I just need to be more adventurous, I guess. But all right, so I'm just gonna cover this whole entire thing with some tape, and I'll do my spine as well. I kind of just want to do it section by section. So I think this should be good. Also, I guess for this type of material, if you are also looking to create a vinyl tablecloth journal cover, it'd probably be best to sew it like to this piece here. So if you have a sewing machine, you can try that out as well. But I don't have a sewing machine, and I'm not about to hand sew this onto my journal cover, so oops. Okay, so then at this point, I would normally go over my double-sided tape with my glue, but I'm just gonna skip that part today and place my tablecloth right over top. And so I do want a little bit of excess tablecloth, obviously, around my edges. So I'm actually going to put my tablecloth down first, and then I'm gonna place my paper right over top. So I'll place it right about here. Oh, I forgot to tear off my spine. Okay. And I just want to make sure everything looks okay from the front. What is underneath here? Something got on my tape, so hold on a minute. Okay, that is all set. And then I'm just gonna put some more tape here on the back. Okay, so my cover is all covered up and I'm kind of just gonna fold my spine some more. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on the inside and I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing and just wrap my tablecloth around my edges here and use some double-sided tape. So first, I'm just gonna cut out the corners here just a little bit. Something like that. And I'm gonna just fold my top down here first. So I'm just gonna go straight across with my double-sided tape here. And I am gonna stick some glue over the top of my tape. And I'll bring that right over my paper. And then for the sides here, I'm just going to bring them in like this, and I will probably bring the bottom up like that just to create a pocket on my inside covers. So first I'm just going to fold in my sides here. And I'm just gonna fold that over. And now I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. All right, and then we just have to bring the bottom part up here, and that's going to create my pockets. So let's see. I'm just gonna turn it upside down this way. And again, just get some double-sided tape here on the side. I'm gonna put one piece right here in the middle. Whoops. And then just one last piece on this side. And then we're just gonna turn it around and bring it up. And that's literally everything that I did to create my journal cover out of the vinyl tablecloth. So it's very flexible and bendable. That's what I was going for. We've got our curved little spine there. And I just love the paper on the inside as well. So I'm just going to have to wait for this to dry, but I hope that you all have enjoyed seeing me put together this journal cover here. And here is the final result. I really didn't want to add anything to the cover and even to the inside too. I left things fairly simple, but I did just want to do a quick little flip through to show you what I did with this journal. So in my pocket here, I just have a tag, and I used the same paper pad for some of the pages and then some of the tags, the vintage floral paper pad that I showed in the beginning. So isn't this paper just so pretty? So there's a fun little tag. Here's my first page. I thought a photo would go nicely here, and then you could write a little caption or label for it. You've got a pocket here with just some little pieces to play around with. I love these receipt or sales order type things to put inside of junk journals, so I included some of those. And then over here, this is just some coffee dyed paper, and I added a little label down there. I have a sticker over here, and this other ephemera piece paper clipped over to this side, but this page does flip out, and I washi taped this sheet down, and there's a butterfly there, paper clipped to the side as well. But this is all just really good space for journaling. So again, I kind of just kept it simple, kept a lot of the pages blank. So for this one, I just added a few different labels down below. There's some coffee dyed lined paper. Here is another pocket. And this was actually something that I made a while back, and I thought it was a cute little junk journal insert. So it's kind of just like this little flippy pocket, and there's a pocket right there on the side. There's also a vellum pocket here. So just a fun little interactive piece that I thought went well in this journal, or it just fit really well in this pocket at least. So I stuck that in there. And over here on this coffee dyed paper, I just have a little tag, so you could write a note in there. Love that paper. That's the same paper as my tag in the beginning. And I've got a guest check washi taped over here, a little ephemera piece that I glued onto the side of this coffee dyed paper. Over here, I just paper clipped this, I guess this little journaling card that you could write inside. But I just tried to use some of my scraps to create little ephemera pieces and little bits here and there. And then on this side, I've just paper clipped one of these Temu sheets, and there's another sales order receipt behind it. There's some coffee dyed paper, and this part actually flips out, but I've got another sticker and a label over here. And just a little label over on this side, but this part also flips out. So I've got these sheets inside. I didn't even like paper clip them or tape them down or anything. They're kind of just tucked inside of this page there. I've got a little label over here, some more coffee dyed paper, and this is just an envelope. So one of these Temu sheets fit perfectly inside of there. And you can kind of see I have like a purple theme going on, sort of, in this journal. But the envelope is also a tuck spot. So this was just a larger scrap that I had, which could be turned into a photo mat or a journaling card or something fun like that. And some more coffee dyed paper. I've just washi taped this sheet on here. And there's another pocket here with the same sort of project that I created previously that just flips open like this. And then there's a pocket on the side. So that's a fun little insert here. I've got a pocket over here, so I just included some extra little scraps, some coffee dyed paper, and then this was another Temu sheet. Coffee dyed paper. And I have another tag that you could write inside. And one more little pocket here. This is a fake boarding pass. Another guest check. This was a Temu sheet as well, this one here. And this is the last page. So I just washi taped another little coffee dyed scrap there. And that's my back pocket. So I kind of just created this little journaling card here, and then just another coffee dyed scrap. And that's everything for this vinyl tablecloth journal. I really hope that you all enjoyed seeing me put together the cover, at least, seeing this quick little flip through. Maybe it gave you some ideas for your own journals. And I will see you all very soon in my next video. Happy crafting and huge hugs!